What's going on, everybody? It's JRPG enthusiast here, Shadow Elite, and I'm back again with another video. So, of course, Final Fantasy 15 came out. People are playing it, people are reviewing it, people are talking about it, and a new juicy nugget of news have come to everyone's attention, and that it's Final Fantasy 15 getting updates. Not DLC, but actual updates to the game, and not actual technical updates, but story updates. Now, before I even get into this, I do have Final Fantasy 15. I'm playing it right now, and that's about much of it as I can tell you about my experience with Final Fantasy 15. I'm playing it. I can't even tell you if I'm enjoying it or am I hating it or, anything like that. I can't really say it. I could say what I hate the most. Sometimes the graphics are really hit or miss. Like, cutscene graphics, main storyline cutscene graphics, they look phenomenal. They look great. But then when you're actually out in the open world, I can't look at it and not say, where's the graphical settings and can I push this thing to maximum or ultra, because I can just, I wouldn't garner myself as too much of a PC gamer, but I can't help but look at this game and like, this game is running on like low to medium settings at some point. And another thing I especially dislike about the game is the load times. I mean, I want to do the side quests, I want to do the hunts, but I cannot stand when I want to fast travel to a location and it takes forever for it to load. I cannot stand it at all. Speaking of the graphics, I did get the PS4 version at first, but however, my PS4 was making a lot of noise while I was playing it. So I said, no, I love my PS4 too much. If something happens to my PS4, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to say, forget it. Let me return it, get it on Xbox One. And I'm playing it on Xbox One. And what I can notice from the PS4 and the Xbox One version is that the graphics are, again, not hit or miss, but rather they're just like PS4 is just slightly better because the depth of view or the field of view is much better on PS4. I noticed a lot of pop-in when it comes to some of the graphics. It's just, it just makes me notice how the graphics are on low or medium settings for this. I cannot wait for the inevitable PC release, and hopefully the PC release will be fine out the gate, because the Final Fantasies on PC have not been great out the gate. They haven't been 60 frames per second. The controls have been a little bit crazy, and, just graphic cards aren't accepting them and whatnot. But anyway, on to these updates now. These updates are seemingly going to add actual story to the game, and that is bad when I look at it. I'm really like, why couldn't all this stuff be included in the game while the game was in its 10 years, quote unquote, development cycle? Now, I know this game was actually in development for 10 years. It was actually ripped down, and then remade, with a different vision in mind than what it was when it was, being created in 2006 or something like that. But I gotta say, maybe in the half of that, maybe 5 years that it's been development on, why could you not add everything to the story that you wanted to add to the story, that you want to put in more information and more cutscenes into the game to better explain yourself during the latter chapters of the game? And I'm not even far in the story. I'm only on chapter 2 or chapter 3. Haven't been playing that much, and again, I can't even tell you if I actually like the game or not, because I've had times where I could play the game easily. I could just say, oh, let me play Final Fantasy 15 for a little bit. I just say no, I don't feel like playing it. And it's not even because I don't like it. It's because I'm just playing it for the sake of playing it. Anyway, I think my main question to this is, why was Final Fantasy 15 so mismanaged? I don't understand what happened here. I mean, I could get that you were developing on PS3, and then the PS3 life cycle was ending. You were taking forever to develop it for the PS3. Your resources were being cut to Final Fantasy 13 and, other games within your, within Square Enix's, little ecosystem. I get that. But then you moved to the PS4, in 2011, I believe? I'm not even sure. I'm probably just naming a number there, but you can look it up for me. Anyway, you moved to the PS4, and you still cannot get everything into this game that you need to get into this game. Why was this game so mismanaged? What is going on at Square Enix that the developers, that the writers can't cohesively decide on something to put into the game? I don't understand. But apparently a lot of people are up in arms. They are roaring about this. They are going crazy in the comment section. And let me read off a couple of these updates that they're actually going to have here. So apparently the short-term goal is to increase the satisfaction of Chapter 13. Now, I haven't made it to Chapter 13 just yet. I don't know when I'm actually going to play it. I'll probably get up to it when they finally apply the update. But anyway, apparently the general consensus, again, I have not played it myself. I have not gotten to Chapter 13, but the general consensus is that Chapter 13 is a clusterfuck. And I've seen some comments saying it's not that bad, it's not that bad, it's not as bad as everybody makes it out to be. But the majority of people are saying this, are saying it's a clusterfuck, it's bad, it's rushed. But whatever. I don't know how bad it is. I actually do want to see it for myself, so maybe I should just rush to it. I don't know, but I like to play the game and go at my own pace. So moving on to midterm goals. It seems that they're going to enhance the presentation of the second half of the game, and that's pretty much where they're adding more story sequences and story scenes, event scenes to the game. They're going to make sure this is all voice active for all the language that they released. So this is what's interesting. They're actually adding story scenes to the game, meaning the complete version is not here. I mean, I guess the game is complete, but they have to add more exposition to it, I guess you could say, or more detailed information about it. That kind of puts me off right there. What's going on? What happened with this game's development that they really couldn't pack this stuff into the game as it was being developed? Like, where's the storyboarding here? What happened? I don't understand why it was so rushed, delayed. It seems the game, it just wasn't ready to be shipped out in September, so it was delayed, and it just wasn't ready to be released in November. So it probably needed another delay, but Square Enix probably couldn't afford that. You know, the fan base was probably going to get on it no matter what at this point, but we were going to get on it even more if it did get delayed into 2017. My guess is if they wanted to get all this stuff out, it would probably be March of 2017. The game was probably going to be delayed if it was delayed again. I don't understand. I just don't get it. You had 10 years to develop this game. Not even develop. It's not development. It's really just you had 10 years to plan this game, to put story stuff in here. Why couldn't there be a general consensus of what to put in and what not to put in? So anyway, long-term goals. They're also going to make important characters that appear in the main story available as playable characters in the game. So that's pretty cool. We're going to have other playable characters, which I hope Cindy is a playable character. I think she's going to be like the first playable character. I could see her wielding a big old wrench, I guess. But nah, this isn't like, you know, hardcore JRPG stuff, you know, like Dark Cloud 2 or something like that. Anyway, so they're also going to add a new Game Plus feature. You can carry over items and stuff like that, and you can start on a low level run if you wanted to. Like, you know, I guess a rush clear, like you beat the game in a short amount of time, I guess. Fixing the font size, but also going to have boss battle rewards. Interesting. Limited time mob hunts, so you can, so I guess it's going to happen that it's going to be like the weekend, this monster is going to be available, so go out and kill him for the weekend, or you're going to miss your chance to get some type of rare item or rare costume or some shit like that, but, you know, whatever. So, of course, you got the seasonal pass stuff, which I assume this stuff is in seasonal pass, the holiday pack, there's a booster pack, episode Gladios, episode Ignis, episode Prompto, online expansion pack, War Buddy. I don't even know what that means. But anyway, this is what everybody is going crazy about, that this game is not complete in a sense. It still needed a delay apparently. And that's just it. How do I feel about it? Again, I don't understand how this game was so mismanaged. I'm sure development was okay, but I'm sure there were like an even number of people dissatisfied with the game's storyboard and its development cycle. Like, you could probably say that there's always disagreement within the game about how a game is going, but there's probably the many outweigh the few, of course. But this game seems to have been a mess from a developer standpoint. Again, my experience with it, I'm just playing it. I'm not particularly liking it. I'm not particularly disliking it, except for the stuff that immediately stand out to me, like the graphics. Other than that, it's whatever to me. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about all this, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.